Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Neuro and PiG on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Neuro from Root Gaming. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is PiG from Pigpan. Ho ho, like Pigpen, I think. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is the PiG who does the PiG dailies, which is a great source of information of how to play StarCraft 2, how to keep up with the meta. I'll put a link in the top right to his channel. He's trying to fill that hole that Day 9 left when the Day 9 dailies disappeared and he went to Hearthstone, which still makes me very sad, but he's having a good time with it, having a good time with Hearthstone, so can't really necessarily blame him for making a choice that he is happy with. Neuro also has an amazing YouTube channel, link in the top right to that one. At this point, both players are on Twitch, links in the description there as well. So a very high-level GM YouTube personality match for you today. If you like PiG, root for him. If you like Neuro, root for him as well. Blocking the expansion is PiG. Nicely done. Forcing a pool first out of Neuro. Drone does finally go back. All right, I guess I'll expand if I can now. The probe is trying to scout the main base. Checks no gas, just a pool, which means no early speedlings here. It's going to be slowlings for defense, and that's about it. So that gives PiG some time to do pretty much whatever he wants, which is good, because the fishy map is, well, it's hard to wall off, is what it is. You have this attack from the north, attack path from the left side here, too. I mean, do we want to call that the west? I don't think I usually do. I can just call up, down, left, and right, up and to the left, down and to the right here, because we don't know which way north, south, east, and west are on these maps. It could be totally oriented a different way, so just to be safe, we're not going to do that. So Gateway expand, Cybercore follow-up from PiG, second gas coming up now. The timing is just as standard as can be for the Protoss player. Overlord scouting won't get here in time to really see anything too useful, which is why I don't like not drone scouting, but Neuro's in GM and he's not doing it, so he must be doing something right. Must be doing something 100% okay. Once the Cybercore is done, we will be interested in seeing what PiG is going to try to do, because right now we don't know. Is he actually blocking? He's actually blocking the third base a little bit too with that probe. Not sure how interested Neuro was in going for that, but send some lings out to clear away this probe anyway. Probe, you're going to die. Ugh, so close to dying. 1 hit point and regenerate some health. No, not going to do it. In battle. Dead. Oh, right by the seashells too. What a picturesque place to die. Got these ferns, got this nice open cliff next to you, got some shells. Wonderful. Adept coming in with a Purifier skin. You can see it here in this thumbnail. It is the Purifier skin. And actually moving out across the map is the Adept for the Scout. For the scouting timing, here at about 2.5, 3 minutes. Queen's on the way from Neuro. Mothership Core coming in. Stalker coming in with the super duper skin as well. So a lot of good skins coming in from PiG. Understandable. Understandable from him. Third base. Morphing over here at the third base location for Neuro. Speed on the way from Neuro. Overlord speed. I should have made that clearer. Not Ling speed, although that's coming up too. Queen's trying to kill this Adept. Oh, and they get her. They get her before she can transfer out, before she can scout that third base. Third base is a mystery. PiG doesn't know. I guess you could probably tell by the number of workers that are here. If it was a little more saturated, he'd be worried about a 2-base all-in, but there's not one, so I think he knows about the third base. We do have a very quick robotics facility here from PiG. Twilight Council coming in here too, and Warp Gate Research on the way from our Protoss player. So, have you listened to the Falcon Paladin podcast yet? The Falcon Paladin Hour, I believe is what we're calling it. Myself and Wade, an Australian subscriber, recorded our first one last week, and it posted here. Should have posted by now, by the time this shows up. So if you haven't, click on the link in the description to subscribe to that podcast. It's once a week. It's an hour or less. We talk about tech stuff. We talk about movies and music and all sorts of interesting things that you probably would like to hear our opinions about and hear news about too. And it's just going to be kind of a chill thing. Once a week. It's not a huge commitment, but subscribing would really help us out. Meanwhile, Overlord is scouting for Neuro. Oh, that's what that speed Overlord is for. Okay, so coming in to scout, Stalker going to kill him. Oh, also, did you catch me casting with Gauntlet SC2 yesterday? I'm casting with them every Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. It is, what is it, about, let's see, 6 p.m. Eastern Time is what it is on twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. If you want to see me cast alongside somebody else in a live StarCraft situation, that's a good place to go. Good place to go to see Falcon Paladin doing that stuff. I want to see you there, so come over and say hi. Come over and say hi next week, Sunday. If I didn't see you last week, then that's okay. We can live with that. But next week, I want to see you there. That's your homework. because Sundays are just chill, right? You want to watch some StarCraft later in the evening before you have to go back to work and school on Monday, and it's a good organization. They really take care of StarCraft. They're trying to keep it alive, trying to keep the hype going for StarCraft. I feel it. I know you feel it. I'm trying to spread that throughout the gaming community. Third base is about 20% complete here from Pig. Ling's trying to scout, not really doing much as far as damage, but does see the third base coming up here. A lot of queens from Neuro, so he's going for this queen Ling defense early on, which is pretty effective against Protoss. Although DTs, whoa! DTs are here from Pig. The queens are surrounding the Spore Crawler here at this third base. The natural base not as protected. DT's trying to sneak in, trying to get some shots off. Good micro on those queens. Free drones, though. Almost free drones. The Lings trying to defend here. Is there an Overseer coming in? There's an Overseer coming in. Seems a little bit late. Seems a little bit late with this DT rush out of Pig. DTs are like, all right, you're going to defend the natural base. We will come and kill the third base. Get the Spore. Get the Spore. And they get the Spore, but oh, that's not an Overseer. What? Where's the Overseer? This is stressing me out so bad. There's the Overseer. Okay, so now the DTs are kind of stuck. Warp Prism can't evacuate them, unfortunately, because these queens will murder it if it gets anywhere near here. DTs are like, all right, no, there's detection. Don't care. Are they running? Oh, they're running. I guess once the Overseer is out, it's kind of surprise over. And Neuro manages to hold off there. So that was pretty well defended, I would say. A queen died, 15 Lings are dead too. No DTs are dead, so Pig doing a good job babysitting those Dark Templar, but they didn't do the killer damage they wanted to. Killing a Spore Crawler, killing some Lings. Did they get any drone kills at all? No, no drone kills at all for Pig. That is not a good start. A DT rush with no drone kills is a bad omen for sure. Duck Immortals on the way here from Pig. I call them ducks because I think they look like ducks. My subconscious looks at those and says duck. I don't know why. Robotics facility, another robo facility on the way from Pig. He's going for a lot of Immortals here. What's the response going to be from Neuro? That's the question of the day. Macro Hatch going for Aspire here at the 7-minute mark. Storm being researched by Pig. Psionic Storm. It's a lot better in Brood War than it is in StarCraft 2, but still pretty scary if you eat the whole Storm in StarCraft. Have you been watching my Brood War casts every Sunday at noon Eastern time? I've got a new Brood War cast up. Try to get the higher level stuff. Archon drops here from Pig, so check those out too. Archon drops trying to kill some of these queens. Queens actually pretty tanky against Archon's. War Prism picked off. Oh, big time play. And the Observer. That hurt for Pig. He lost that War Prism and 2 Archons and an Observer in the space of about 2 seconds. Queens, man. Defense for queens. That's something Neuro likes to do. If you're a Zerg player, think about it. Think about making a lot of queens for base defense for the first 10 minutes and then teching in whatever the heck you want. Hydralisk Den coming in. Baneling Nest morphing in too. And everything that Pig has tried has just not gone super well for him. Not gone the best for him. Fourth base on the way, though. I mean, not like he's lost any probes. He's lost 1, but that was a scouting probe that was halfway across the map when it died. So fourth base here, and Neuro, that's the thing. If you have queens and Lings, you're defending with queens and Lings, you can't really kill much in the early games. You're trading off early harassment for some really secure base defense, which I can understand. I can understand that for sure. Speed on the way from Roaches, +2 melee attack. On the way here too, Ravagers with Overseer support and a Roach coming in. Just a small attack. Trying to scout, I guess? I don't know. Either way, these Immortals just, yeah, you guys are all dead. Overseers managed to make it home, though, because they're fast and they can fly. High Templar warping in for Pig. High Templar, don't start with enough energy for a Storm, but they'll get there. This one already does. That's nice. That's nice for him. Nice to him already having Storm here. 8 Mutalisks in production from Neuro, getting Baneling Speed, getting Muscular Augment. So it's like a Ling Bling Muta Hydra play. Although he doesn't actually have, oh, got 34 Lings. Okay, where are they? Here you are, 34 Lings. Found you on the minimap very quickly right here. Just kind of guarding the front door just a little bit. Hallucinated Phoenix out. Does see the Mutas. Immediate Stargate comes in from Pig. It says, I need Phoenix. Need Phoenix against those Mutas to stay alive. Maybe some more cannons would be nice. There we go. Cannon at the natural base. Beautiful. Beautiful response here from Pig. He knows exactly how to handle this. Zealots moving out. I think Neuro saw that. Stalkers here ready to defend at the natural base in case the Mutas show upgrades on those guys. Are +1 attack. Mutalisks have no upgrades whatsoever. Working on +1 missile attack, but no flyer attacks or Carapace on the way. Lings here with their +2 attack against Zealots with +1 attack. Gonna be okay. And this is a lot of Lings. What is it? 34 versus 7 Zealots. You're outnumbered badly. Pretty good positioning on the Zealots. But they're going to take as many Lings with them before they die, and they are absolutely going to die. Not even close. Lings trying to put some fear of Zerg into the Protoss player PiG. 5th base on the way from Neuro, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases done for the Zerg player, and that's what happens when you don't kill any drones. No drones whatsoever. Fleet Beacon on the way from PiG. Mutas here trying to harass at the 3rd base, but the cannon count a little bit too high. Doing some good work. Picking off some probes, right? 6 probes are dead. We'll make it 5 during that harassment. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Overseer getting chased around by this Phoenix. Takes a lot of shots from a Phoenix to kill an Overseer, but they shoot quickly, so it adds up over time. Duck Immortals, they just... They're ducks. They're ducks. Whack, whack. Whack, whack. 5 high Templar, an Archon, 5 Immortals, double pumping Immortals, double pumping Phoenix. Here, Banelings, Lings, Hydras. Is it a Ling Bang Hydra composition? Lurker Den coming in, so Neuro's not married to this. He's not married to this composition right here. He's going to get some Lurkers mixed in, which I'm a huge fan of. Muta's just again trying to harass, trying to keep PiG inside his base is what he's trying to do right now. Burrow being researched by Neuro, which kind of rhymes. Burrow and Neuro. Spore Crawler for Neuro coming up. Done. 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 Immortals working on these rocks just so they can get out of the main base. This run-by threat is really not as much anymore as we get further on into the game. Not replacing the Mutas as they die is Neuro. So he's got a decent little handful here of 4 Mutalisks trying to come into this 3rd base, but again, the cannons and the Phoenix, and it's just not a great time. One of the Mutas dies almost immediately. But pretty much maxed out as Neuro. He hasn't really been... He's been bothered, but he hasn't taken much damage, which as a Zerg player is pretty much all you can hope for, is to get bothered and not take damage. Mothership on the way from PiG. Ooh, I'm liking this one very, very much. Double Stargate. Is he transitioning into Sky Toss? It looks like PiG may very well be. An Ion Pulse Crystals increasing the Phoenix attack range by 2. I don't think he needs that. I don't think he needs that. We're not going to see a lot of Mutas as they are all dead and there's no more in production for Neuro. But having the Phoenix around with that upgrade could be useful in case there's a transition back into Muta at some point. This queen count is sick, actually. 13 queens. 13 queens on the field. Banelings here too with +2 attack. Lings with +2 attack. Lurkers with +1 attack. Working on +2. Not quite there yet. And Banelings trying to roll in. Oh, trying to catch those Templar. Oh, no! The Templar a little bit out of position there. That's 9 dead high Templar in this game. Several during that attack. That hurts. Please keep your Templar at the back of your army. Please do it. Phoenix are killing Overlords, which is not supply blocking Neuro. Nidus Worm erupting here at a base just to the left of the natural of Pigs. And Queen, Hydralisk, Baneling ready to rock. 7 Corruptors on the way here too. It's going to be Immortals on the ground from Pig. Nidus Worm erupts here. And it's going to be a lot of Lurkers and Lings, that as near as I can tell, inside that Nidus. There are cannons set up by Pigs. Is that his 5th? I think that's his 5th base. Neuro pulling back a little bit here, as there are Tempest. Tempest are pretty good against Lurkers, actually. Doing some good damage against them. Lurker Spines. I don't know if he has detection, though. Do you have detection in this army? Show me you have detection. No. Oh, yeah, make an Observer. There it is. Observer on the way. Another Nidus Worm coming up inside the main base. Lurkers trying to sneak past these cannons, and they do manage to do so without losing a single one. Trying to burrow in a nice central location here. Lings coming out, trying to deal with this Zealot counterattack. We got Lings running inside the main base, getting rid of cannons very quickly with that +2/+1 upgrade. Zealots warping in, trying to deal with this. Lurkers just continuing to wreak havoc here at this natural base. Finally getting killed as the entire main army comes back to deal with this. Zerglings just laying waste to your Protoss main here. Templar Archives exploding, depowering. Is everything depowered here? I think everything's depowered here, except for these 2 Stargates. Cloak and stuff, so they can't get killed by the Lings, is pretty darn nice. Couple Lurkers trying to murder things here at Pig's 4th. Not really happening super well. Lurker finally gets killed here at this natural, and Lings are not quite cleaned up yet. They're still trying to kill things. 7 Broodlords in production by Neuro. More Corruptors coming in here as well, recognizing that there's the Mothership. Recognizing how big the ground army is here. That's a lot of Immortals. You really do, in fact, want Broodlords in that situation. It's a really good choice. I like it very, very much here. They don't have any upgrades themselves. The Broodlings are going to have that +2/+1 that they inherit from the Zergling. And again, small attacks back here, just not really doing a whole lot. Still no drones killed. No drones killed. 0 drones killed for Neuro. Whew. What is this? Is that the carrier skin? There's a new carrier skin. It's a new carrier skin, you guys. I think this is the first time I've seen this one. Again, Zealot counterattacks, trying to do things, not happening. Oh, the burrow. The burrow on the Lings. Where are you, carriers? Some of you popped out yet? Where are you? No? No, you haven't yet. I would like to see you when you pop out, is what I'd like very much. That sounds kind of obscene. We're not going to think about it, though. Changelings walking in to see what we're dealing with. Can't see much because most everything's cloaked. Broodlords walking in, trying to throw off a volley of something. The carriers are being chrono boost as fast as they can. Changelings coming in, seeing those cannons, and the Broodlords, again, setting up against cannons. Pretty good anti-cannon type thing. Spreading his units pretty well. Storm on this left side, eating a lot of these Lings. And these Hydralisks, Storms, just chewing through stuff. Banelings really want to hit something, but the cloaked cannons, they can't hit them because they're cloaked. This is absolutely incredible. Where are my carriers at? Here are my carriers at. And the Interceptors have a new skin here too. So the Broodlords doing terrible, terrible damage on top of everything. The Queens just here to transfuse stuff for the most part and provide anti-air support. Overseers flying in, Corruptors. I mean, these carriers are just getting destroyed. Is that a death animation too? That's kind of neat. The red, the trailing red as they die, and that's a good game. Well played out of PiG. PiG is defeated and Neuro is victorious. I mean, really what it came down to was Neuro just was able to defend so well. So well. I mean, not losing a single drone throughout the entire game is absolutely insane. If you can do that, your chances of winning are pretty great. Also, just a wonderful composition. Corruptor, Broodlord, Queen, with some Banelings and some Hydras in there too. Obviously didn't do as well against the Storm, but I don't think he lost a single Broodlord during that attack either. He did not. Lost 5 Lurkers, though, 8 Mutas. I mean, it's a handful of things here and there. 142 Lings, which is totally expected. 25 Zealots, got killed, 3 carriers. I think every carrier that popped out ended up dead. Nope, 1. 1 survived the carnage to see the good game well played. 14 Templar killed. Again, that big attack of the Banelings here at this 4th base right on top of those High Templar was a huge deal. Just a ridiculously massive deal that just caused endless amounts of pain for PiG throughout the rest of the game. And I think that's going to be it. Resources lost, 11,000 compared to 17,000 is going to get it done too. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.